National Security Commission remains in closed session tonight following NOD terrorist actions in Slovenia.
At least your mother tipped well.
Harsh, unforgiving wilderness.
New Tiberium harvesting methods instituted by the Brotherhood of NOD increase profitability by 49%.
NOD Tiberium holdings now account for almost half of the world's known supply, giving the quasi-terrorist group incredible leverage in the London Gold Exchange. On the domestic side,
Cover of Tiberium ignored reporters at Hong Kong's Second World Tiberium Economic Impact Summit. Mobius is expected to refute charges from the scientific community that Tiberium might be dangerous.
مع اللون الأصفر.
As the GDI forces take off in another NOD assault, the free world holds its breath. This is Greg Burdett, WWN, somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Are you picking this up? Deactivate your defense matrix.
Stop playing with that thing.
I've just got to adjust this.
Give me the sequence calculations. Now!
They're already done.
I wonder if it will be raining.
Stand by.
Herr Hitler!
Ja, was ist los? Ich habe keine Zeit, hier rumzustehen.
Ja, ich verstehe.
Did you find him?
Hitler is out of the way.
Congratulations, Professor. With Hitler removed...
Time will tell. Sooner or later. Time will tell.
leaders resolve their conflicts with words. Death launcher. Carpet bombing. Tomahawk missiles.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
A terrorist base destroyed by American forces while defending
Our victorious forces continue their liberation
against a struggling America and China reporting several
Security Council session.
Tensions are high. Senseless American aggression once more fills the sky.
Our premier again denied involvement.
The military had the fragmented Global Liberation Army on the run. Groups vying for control. The American response is its signature shock and awe campaign.
China is here to help our European comrades.
The United States believes that a general, codenamed Dr. Threats, is running the lethal program. Humiliating America by penetrating its own borders and raiding its weapons of mass destruction. Further transmission may be difficult.
Philadelphia uplink successful. Welcome back, Commander. Today's threat level is low. The state of the planet is deteriorating. Tiberium infestation has reached critical levels. Red zones have suffered the worst contamination and cannot support human life. Yellow zones are dangerously contaminated, but contain most of the world's population. Decades of war and civil unrest have left these regions in a state of social collapse. The Brotherhood of Nod operates virtually unchallenged in these zones. They take advantage of the chaos to recruit members and disguise their military infrastructure. Nod's leader is a charismatic figure we know only as Kane. Kane is determined to accelerate the spread of Tiberium, believing it is the catalyst for the next stage of human evolution. However, in recent years, the Brotherhood has been suspiciously quiet, with little terrorist activity. The remainder of the Earth's surface is unscarred by Tiberium outbreak. These blue zones are considered the last refuge and hope of the civilized world, and are under the protection of the Global Defense Initiative. You have been assigned command of the GDI forces stationed on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Good luck, Commander.
Commander, General Jack Granger, good to have you on board. These are interesting times. I don't know if you know it, but INOPS has downgraded Nod's threat level to low. With Kane apparently dead, Nod's been fractured by internal power struggles. Recruitment's down 25%, and they've abandoned 4 bases in the last year. The prediction is another decade of peace. I say it's the calm before the storm. 28 years of fighting out, there's one thing I can say with absolute certainty. As long as there's Tiberium on Earth, Nod is a serious threat. If our intel says otherwise, it's because Nod wants us to take them off our radar. That's why I want you to go to North Carolina. Zone security stop would look like a produce delivery truck yesterday, but it turned out to be a Nod vehicle. Before it could be searched, the driver blew it up, himself along with it. I want you to take some troops down there, see what you can turn up. Hopefully I'm wrong and this is just a false alarm. But if I'm right, be prepared for the worst. This is Lieutenant Sandra Telfair. She's from INOPS. She'll give you all the details of the mission. Lieutenant?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Commander. Glad to be of service. Here's what we know so far. After the delivery truck incident, we turned Sky Sentry onto the area. And bingo, we located a high-output sub-Terra energy grid in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, Nod's up to no good. Your ace in the hole is an old base we have there. Bring it back online and you can recon the entire area. My advice is to engage the enemy only if necessary. No telling what those maniacs are hiding down there. Good luck, Commander. I'm here if you need me.
Welcome to the Brotherhood of Nod. Our relationship with Tiberium has always been greatly misunderstood. Most people do not realize that the roots of our faith extend back several millennium, long before the emergence of the green crystal on Earth in 1995. An event foreseen by our great leader, Kane. The existence of Tiberium was covered up for years by GDI. They call themselves the Global Defense Initiative, but they are actually a fascist political consortium of wealthy nations hell-bent on controlling the sacred green crystal. While GDI suppressed the truth about Tiberium, the Brotherhood worked tirelessly to acquire samples of the precious crystal, to study it, to unlock its potential as a new energy source. The mainstream media branded us terrorists. But in 2019, we exposed GDI as the real terrorists and forced them to confess their heinous sins against humanity. Once the truth was made public, the Brotherhood grew exponentially. People from all walks of life flocked to our faith. We worked tirelessly spreading Tiberium around the globe so that those without would benefit from the vast powers of the green crystal. For our efforts, we were relentlessly attacked by GDI and their army of powermongers. The result was 2 pointless world wars that succeeded only in killing millions. When the Brotherhood could not be eliminated through war, GDI used a more subversive tactic. They unilaterally redrew all international border lines, relegating all Nod followers into inhospitable yellow zones, while claiming the pristine and exclusive blue zones, all for themselves. Now, despite rumors of Kane's death, the Brotherhood remains stronger than ever, our commitment to Tiberium undying. And with your help, we will continue to spread the gospel of the great green crystal.
And he cried in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come forth!" And Lazarus did arise from the grave. I have always believed that faith was measured in deeds, not words. And while many of my children worshipped my name, their deeds betrayed them. In my absence, they strayed from the path, but you, my son, your faith never waned. Not in Honduras or in Jericho, not in the great Rio insurrection. You risked your life countless times to topple GDI, to perpetuate our cause, to honor my name. And now I call upon you again to bring glory to the Brotherhood. I have seen that GDI is vulnerable, bloated by arrogance and complacency. Now is the time to strike. While they congratulate themselves on Tiberium advancements Nod made decades ago, we will expose their weaknesses for all the world to see. Nache will brief you on your mission. Like you, his faith is unquestioned.
So you're the one everyone's been talking about. Legendary insurgent. I hope you're as good as they say you are, Commander. 'Cause we're throwing you right in the frying pan. Check it out. This is Goddard Space Center, Greenbelt, Maryland. Ground control to GDI's ASAT system. All of their missile defenses. You're gonna take a small squad over there and wipe out the whole installation. Take the system offline. Now make sure you knock out the communications first so they can't call for backup. Then go stealth and do that nasty thing you do. Wish I could tell you what Kane's got planned, but then I'd have to kill you. Just kidding. But seriously, I envy you, brother. The world's about to change and you're gonna be right there in the thick of it. It's an exciting time to be Nod. If you need me, Commander, I got your back.
They have abandoned us, my child. Brotherhood of Nod has been broken. You are the only one who has not forsaken me. At this very moment, McNeil and his GDI lackeys celebrate their victory in what they are calling the Second Tiberium War. They have the Tacitus, but no understanding of its true purpose. Our technology has failed us. Cabal is no more.
Listen to the sounds of your own extinction.
Though his memory lives on. Our enemies believe we have been defeated, and that I am no longer among the living. They are gravely mistaken. You and I are all that remain, but all that is necessary. For together we will raise a great army. Together we will show the world's downtrodden who the real enemy is. GDI promises them prosperity, but in the slums of Rio, the homeless and hungry know the truth. They have been forgotten. They have nothing but their anger. We will take that spark and start a fire which will become a great conflagration. Peace through power.
Commander, as you can see, our situation is shockingly grim. All our divisions are concentrated in Europe, pushing the Allies west. This empire knows very well that we're vulnerable right now. They will be expecting us to fall swiftly. At this very moment, their invasion force moves relentlessly towards Leningrad. I have chosen you to defend the USSR in this difficult hour because I need a commander who does not believe in defeat. Someone who will not simply drive our enemies back, but ultimately annihilate them, humiliate them, and show them no mercy. General Kirkov, would you like to meet our new commander?
New commander?
Yes. We're sending him to protect Leningrad.
Even though I told you it was foolhardy to try and defend that city.
If Leningrad falls, the Soviet people will begin to lose hope.
Yes? Well, I wish him luck then. The Empire's technology is highly advanced, and he will likely be vastly outnumbered, but of course, it is an honor to sacrifice one's life for the motherland, is it not?
Indeed.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a nation to defend.
Comrade Dasha will be your information officer and will coordinate all our communication.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Commander, the armies of the Empire are closing in as we speak.
Make haste, Commander. Time is of the essence.
Premier Chardenko continues to push his Soviet forces into Western Europe, seizing control of key regions left behind by the retreating Allies. Great Britain now stands as the last European nation yet to fill the jackboot of Soviet aggression. That might be short-lived, however, as sources tell us that a vast Soviet armada has been spotted off the northern coast of France.
Commander, I'm Field Marshal Robert Bingham, Chief of the Allied Military Command. I've been told that you're a very capable officer. Well, let's hope this assessment is correct, as all our senior commanders are now fighting in Europe, leaving the defense of Great Britain entirely in your hands. I'd like you to meet Lieutenant Ava. She will be your intel officer and communications liaison.
Glad to have you on board, sir. Field Marshal, the President is ready for you.
Mr. President, I'd like you to meet our new commander on the ground.
Greetings, Commander. You ready to send those commies running back to their mommies? I sure hope so, because if you don't stop them over there, the only thing standing between those godless Reds and the US of A is going to be one little ocean.
I absolutely agree, Mr. President. We cannot allow the Soviets to secure a foothold in Great Britain. The fate of the free world depends upon it.
Today is the day that destiny has promised us. No longer will we suffer the abasement and the corruption of the foreign barbarians. For as they battled among themselves, we have resurrected our realm, creating a new empire of the rising sun. Commander, you are destined to reawaken Bushido, the way of the warrior. You will be part of a new shogunate, uniting powerful leaders from all four corners of our empire. Together, we will first attack Soviet Russia and crush not only their armies, but their leaders, their spirit, and their hope. My son, Crown Prince Tatsu, will assist us in this noble endeavor. Tatsu was instrumental in creating our new army.
Thank you, Father. Commander, our nanotechnology is second to none.
Yes, but we must remember, technology alone will not vanquish our enemies. It will be our courage, our honor, and our self-sacrifice.
Commander, allow me to introduce to you our Chief Logistical Officer, Ms. Suki Toyama.
It is an honor. The Toyama family has served the Emperor for 10 generations.
Yes, my father follows the ways of our ancestors, and there is much wisdom in what he says. But it is a new age, Commander. A new world. Do what you must to be victorious.
After years of conflict, the free nations of the world were finally about to defeat the USSR. To save themselves, the Soviet leaders came up with a desperate plan. They created an experimental time travel device and went back into the past to eliminate the one man most responsible for the Allies' technological superiority, Albert Einstein. Then forever changed the future. In this new timeline, the Soviets were the aggressors and the Allies were on the run. But in the process, they inadvertently spawned a third world power, the Empire of the Rising Sun. Led by the Emperor Yuriko, they believed that they were destined to conquer the world. The Empire struck without warning. Luckily, we weren't caught totally unawares. We rallied our troops and marshaled our forces. We proved victorious. Well, that's a good question, thank you. With the Soviet Union's government dismantled, we can now share the benefits of the free market with those who have been excluded. The Allied occupation forces are only there to ease this transition. I mean, there has been rumors of a possible resistance, but so far, I'm glad to say, we haven't seen anything of the sort. The Russian people have welcomed us with open arms. They've denounced their former leaders and have embraced liberty and opportunity.
Commander, these are dark times, are they not? We are very grateful that you have joined our cause. The people need leadership if they are to rise against the Allied oppressors. Our resistance movement is well underway, but we have a problem. Our scientists who are instrumental to our new weapons development have mysteriously gone missing. Our scouts have discovered suspicious research facility protected by Allied forces. We must search there for any clues regarding the whereabouts of our scientists. You'll be granted only a small force. It is all we can spare. Find out as much as you can, comrade. Udachi.
Tonight, for our special report, Brenda Snow is here with an exclusive on the powerful and elusive Yuriko Omega. Brenda?
Thanks, Ted. By now, you may have heard the stories of Yuriko Omega, the mysterious Japanese girl with the terrifying psionic powers. During the war, Allied soldiers claimed that she decimated entire combat battalions using only her mind. Who is this young girl? Where did she come from? And how did she develop these fearsome and fantastic abilities? Yuriko's history is somewhat murky. Some sources say that her real name is Yuriko Matsui, and that Omega is simply a code name used by the military. According to these same sources, she was born in the small coastal town of Tanabe and exhibited paranormal powers from the time she was very young. There are indications that she was scorned by her schoolmates because of her unique abilities. When the government learned of these talents, she was taken away to the Shiro Psychic Research Center run by this man, Dr. Shinji Shimada. He's widely known for his advances in the area of psionic research. What did the scientists at the Shiro Research Center do to this confused, lonely little girl? We may never know exactly, but whatever it was, she was never the same again.
Ah, Commander. It's good to see that there is still loyalty for my father's legacy. The Allies occupy our lands and believe that our war machine is dormant. But they do not realize how deeply we honor our traditions. As one of the last samurai standing, the Empire needs your sword. The Soviets are taking advantage of our defeat and making a play for Empire territory. Under the very noses of the Allies, they are attacking Sakhalin Island. Commander Kenji is doing his best, but he cannot hold out for much longer. You must come to his aid and beat back the Soviet advance.
Our national
Welcome back, Commander. You're looking very fit and rested. I hope you're ready, because we have some important work ahead of us. Our occupation force in Japan has intercepted some disturbing news. Instability is mounting in various provinces there, threatening everything that we achieved in our victory. Their leader, Tatsu, has been cooperative with our post-war arrangements, but the problem lies with their provincial shoguns. These warlords are raising armies against Tatsu and our occupation. The plot seems to be spearheaded by Shinzo Nagama. His loyalties lie fiercely with the late emperor, and he refuses to bow to any other. We'll need to send in our own forces to put this uprising to rest. You'll be working directly with Tatsu on this. Please try to show him the proper respect, sir, as he's working with us now. Good luck, Commander.
Commander, I'm told you're the best field officer the Allies have. I hope so, because we need to move quickly. Shinzo has many loyal followers, and his numbers are growing steadily. He has always resented my authority and my progressive ways. He's too old and stubborn to understand that the world has changed. But that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. He is a master warrior, and quite deadly. You'll find him in the Iga province, home of the Nagama clan. Do not let his stubbornness be the cause of our destruction.
Brothers and sisters, I have a proposition.